up, everybody, to the It's Better With You Browns Fancast. We got Kirk, David, Tom. What's up, everyone? Oh, Tom says it's 7:32. He's not happy we made him wait.
My favorite part about it is he put a bag over his head but left his name there. They'll never know that it's you, Jim.
Holy shit, is that funny, man? You got to say something so the...
I'll give you that.
Dude, that is perfect. Welcome to the Fancast, everyone.
Hi, John.
The comments are already rolling in, man. We got Nick that says fire Hugh. Glenn says Jim finally has a bag over his head. Tom says I scheduled my whole day around this. What's up, everyone? We're about to kick this shit off. Cleveland style. Welcome to the Fancast.
Kick this 59-yarder off.
Holy crap, you guys. All right, keep your comments coming. I'm going to do my best to bring them in. Welcome to the Fancast. I got a kick-ass slideshow today. I didn't make any edits to the graphical presentation, but I did update the slides with the most recent information from that last game that we just had. That was a doozy, huh?
Don't forget, every time you see that blue line, you got to do a shot.
Ready?
I like how you guys make drinking games out of my poor PowerPoint presentations. For those of you watching that are just itching to say something about the Browns and talk to us live, look at that call-in number down there. Go ahead and dial, or go to zoom.us and type in that code 101-100-987. And you, too, can be part of the Fancast.
You can. It's fun.
What's up, guys?
You should.
Hi, John.
Pretty good weekend, huh? Did you have fun in Tampa there? Hope we get better.
I'll tell you what, we had a blast.
Cool.
It couldn't have been any better. Well, it could have been a little better, except for the game.
Yes.
We got in on Friday, and I'm on water again today, just to try to recoup a little, I guess. Milk. I'm sure he's on milk.
That is not milk. I can guarantee it. Nick, we do predictions at the end, so I understand that you believe that we're going to get curb stomped on Sunday, which is cool, and that Hugh will be taking an Uber home. I think there are a couple people in here that would like to see that happen and probably throw eggs at the Uber as it was driving down the road. But let's get those predictions in at the end.
It could be an Uber we all know and love. Who knows?
Or at least stick a banana on the tailpipe. You never know. Something could happen. But.
Oh, what?
I'll drive him home.
You know, it's good that
I'll drive him wherever he wants to go.
It's good that we can have fun.
Be happy to.
It's good that we can have fun in our misery, guys. It really is.
Why not?
What do you got on the agenda today, John?
You know, funny you should ask. I have it queued up right here. We have our intro and rundown, which is what we're doing right now. Then we're going to get into some Browns quotes. Then we're going to do our Game 7 recap, which is also the title of today's show. The Browns won! Just kidding. And then some what the hell are we doing here? And you heard it here first. Cleveland versus, it's Tampa Bay predictions. See, Cleveland versus Pittsburgh predictions. I swear it's right in the rest of the PowerPoints. If any of you want to be editors for the PowerPoints, please hit me up in the Facebook group. It's better with you.
I don't know. He's the best.
Just ask him. Just ask him.
You know what I'm going to do.
Glenn's always with us.
All right.
In spirit, he is. So.
And I think he's already commenting, so we know he's here.
Okay, good.
So let's go ahead and get started. You guys ready for some quotes?
Yep. What do we got?
Oh, man, I love the quotes.
All right. Get it over on full screen for you guys. I can share it.
You are a Hugh-pologist, too, by the way.
Oh, I'm the worst. Wait till we get into it.
A book for that guy.
Nick is going to have an aneurysm by the time I'm done with the show.
Nick,
all right,
keep them coming, Nick. Don't be shy.
Move these camera over here. You see it? You see it?
I know who said that. Every person that's ever watched a Browns game this season.
Our execution, our ability to finish plays, our inability to get chunk plays in the first half leads to us not having opportunities to score.
All right, let Brian go here.
Jeez. Like I said, everybody that's ever watched the game, but I'll go with Hugh. The only thing it doesn't say is we need to get better.
I would go with Baker.
No way.
Okay, somebody laughed in the background, but
it was Hugh.
Kurt.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, I
It
got
was
one
you.
right after 2 years.
Uh-oh.
And there he is.
He couldn't wait. Yeah, buddy.
Not mathematically.
Patrick, thank you for tuning in. It's okay if you can't comment, but everybody watch Talkback Fans on Tuesday nights for good sports talk coverage, local high school coverage, and things of that nature.
Glenn, you chimed in just in time for the first blue line and the first shot of the evening.
We gotta watch the film, see what we can fix, do a better job of getting back there and causing havoc.
We got to watch right away. We got to watch the film. Sounds like something Hugh would say, but I don't think
it's not.
Exactly.
Oh, how about that's got to be a linebacker. I don't know.
It is not Pat Shurmur.
How about Myles Garrett?
Kirksey.
Glenn.
Emmanuel
Agba.
Agba, who finally had a decent game this year.
Look at that, Jim. I've been on for 30 seconds and I'm already right.
You've never been right.
Oh, this one's a doozy, guys. We're starting to find our rhythm. What? No, I can.
Rhythm is capitalized. I like that.
What's up, Ron? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, no shit.
Who's got that dog in the background?
It's not me this time.
Sorry.
We're kicking that thing. He's just voicing his displeasure with you as well.
We're starting to find our rhythm. Who would even say that after that game?
Oh, you're going to like this one.
That's not my dog. That's my son. He's a big Browns fan.
How about Jarvis Landry? How about Landry? I'll go with Landry. No?
Wow.
Chris Hubbard on what is different about the Browns from week 1 versus the Steelers?
Nothing.
This begs the question, what?
You know what that shows you? That shows you that he is watching the games more closely than he's watching a defensive end that's rushing his ass up the field every game.
Once again, I'm sure there was a million microphones in his face after the game.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I have to and I want to. That's what I know. So I'm going to continue to watch something that I know how to do.
That's you.
Keep being that way. That's just the truth.
That's you.
I feel like I have to and I want to. That's what I know. So I'm not going to continue to watch something that I know how to do. Keep being that way. That's just the truth.
You.
You're right. That is you. Does that mean that you'll find yourself getting more involved in the offense? Was the specific question from Mary Kay.
He backtracked.
I think a lot of things are said post-game, emotionally. The thing around here is we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We need to perfect our craft.
Baker.
No.
Baker said that today.
Baker.
No.
Baker. Isn't that interesting, those two different quotes? Like, look at that quote. That quote is good. The previous one.
Yeah, I saw the presser, and he sounded good. He always sounds good.
Yeah.
He answers the questions better than Hugh does.
He does. He actually does. But Johnny was like that too, so. I'm not saying they're the same person at all, but.
Who?
No.
Everything.
Baker's definitely.
Johnny who?
Definitely pass protection, route running and catching the ball, Things that I have never had to do. Continue working on those things.
Oh, Chubb.
Chubb. How about it?
Chubb. Yeah.
On improvement areas for Sunday.
So pretty much everything.
Right.
Besides just hitting the hole.
If someone out there is an admin, add Patrick Langdon to the group or at least approve his request. What's up, everyone?
John, you're an admin.
I know, but I'm
Kind of busy right now.
Would you like me to go offline here and
No.
I can go over to this website here and
Brian has talent. You can do it.
I'm doing it. Don't worry.
It's a division game, so we definitely
Actually,
need
I
it
can't
to
see
be a.
it.
It's a division game, so we definitely need it to be a turning point. We need to play well for 4 quarters, maybe 5, and win the game.
God. How, Miles Garrett, give me something. I got to get 2 today. I don't know.
Wait, give more than like 2 seconds to talk about
That's
this.
fine. It's fine, Jim. You got 20 seconds.
20 seconds? This is already the
Whatever you
9th
need.
quote. How many quotes do we have today?
I mean, who knows?
Good night.
Anybody could.
Tom, I cannot read that comment.
Yes, you can. Why can't you?
Oh, I can't wait to see that one later.
I'm sure we've said worse.
It just says he can't wait for the Chubb shirts that talk about you know what.
Well, yeah.
Chubb and Johnson are running
All right,
backs.
who is it, John? Throw it at us.
Maybe 5. Who said that? Duke Johnson. Okay.
I thought that was pretty clever, right? He said we need to play for 4 quarters, maybe 5.
That was clever.
On playing the Steelers Sunday.
I already told you my feelings on Duke earlier. Before we even started the show, if I was him, I'd demand to be traded. 1 carry this week for -4 yards. I'd be pissed if I was him.
He's a team guy. Whatever the team asks.
Yeah, he had some catches for some yards, but yeah, they definitely didn't use him in the run game at all.
4.
It's
4 targets, 4 catches for 23 yards.
Hey, hope we get better. Your brother Chris is watching.
What do you want?
Well, he can join in whenever he wants.
Come on into the number below. Say hello.
We had all these arguments last year about Duke Johnson, and Crow, and nothing ever changed.
That's right.
They made Kaiser throw the ball 45 fucking times a game, and you lost every fucking game. So why are you guys surprised that any of this shit is happening still?
We continue to have this discussion around getting Johnson the ball.
We have a 5-year-old with us tonight. Great.
Yeah.
Move on, John.
We're out of here.
That's it. We're done for the night
Show's
already?
over. Show's over. F it. All right. Let's see. What do we got next, guys? Oh. We're going to go over the game. You guys need me to bring up the box score?
I already got it in front of me. You want to know?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What? Let's hear some negatives. Let's hear some negatives. Let's get it all out.
Oh, let's go with
before we go to the
Glenn, what are your negatives?
You want to start with me?
That is not mathematically eliminated, just eliminated.
Go with negatives.
I'm going to keep harping on the offensive line. I just am.
That's not. I don't think anyone's going to debate you on that one.
That's the problem I see right now, man. I mean, I didn't expect the defense to play as well as they did, quite frankly, with the injuries and with the amount of points and yardage that Tampa Bay is capable of putting up, especially at home.
Give that a plus.
And I thought the defense played well. I know that we had a little text chat going back and forth during the game. Some of you guys were kind of hammering Baker. I don't agree with it. Holding the ball on a couple plays a little too long, fine. But, I mean, the offensive line collapsing. I mean, Chubb created some holes that weren't really there to make some runs. And, I mean, offensive line was to me the weakness of the game outside of your usual penalties. Sorry.
I agree. I agree with that. I especially agree with the Baker take because He's a rookie.
I should hold this up the whole game. 14 fucking penalties in that game for 114 yards.
That's
It's
14
unacceptable.
penalties.
That's
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't say that because I didn't have it in front of me, but if I remember correctly, they had 7 penalties. We had 14. Ours were for like 120 yards, and theirs were only for 60. That makes and breaks a game.
14 for
Again.
114.
Yeah.
They had 8 for
And
65.
especially with a team like the Browns where your margin of error is so small. Yeah, it definitely affects the game for sure.
And the only time we turned the ball over was the one Peppers fumble, I think, on the punt return.
And
they gave us the ball 4 times, and that was the best we could do.
And
Mayfield's fumble on the 4th down.
Time, but okay, just next
Turnover.
time. What?
Not
only-
counting
they only
turnover
have
on
us in the
downs.
team stats
Not
for
counting
one lost
turnover on
fumble.
down.
Which one? Mayfield's fumble? You don't count.
They only
you count.
in the team stats.
He
they
had
only
the
have
first
us down
down.
for 1 lost fumble. So I mean, if there was 2
Oh.
lost fumbles, I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, but that was a turnover
argue.
on downs. He didn't turn the possession over. That's a turnover on downs.
Was that on 4th down?
Yeah,
It was.
No.
but he had the first down. That's all I'll say. Then he lost.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, he could have dove and been done with it.
Hey, John, are we doing positives and negatives from the game and going from each person to person, or what?
No, but we can.
You can do whatever you want
I
to
was
do.
just doing freeform. Do you have any? Do you have positives? You
I do
said
have one positive.
Agba
We did
showed up.
5.2
Go
yards.
to Brian.
rush.
Go to Brian. Go to Brian.
All right,
That's
then
it.
we're coming to you. What
That's the
was
only
it?
positive I had.
What?
We averaged 5.2 yards per rush. I mean, well, that's about it. That's what
That's
I
a
got.
plus.
That's what
Yeah.
I got. That's the positive.
Chubb had
I
a
saw.
good game. Chubb had a good game.
And they battled and they fought hard.
They showed up in the second half. That was good.
But that's it. That's your only pluses for the game.
We did have
Britton-
5
Britton
sacks.
Colquitt.
We had 5 sacks. Good 5 sacks. I mean,
They did have some they had some takeaways. What's up, Chris? What's up, Connie? What's up, Scott from the lot?
Scott from the Lots on. Oh man, I thought I had enough of that guy over the past 4 days.
What can he say? He loves you. He put a picture of you on the airplane sleeping. Said he's finally quiet.
That was very
No,
nice. of him.
Brian, those were literally your only positives from the game.
The weather was beautiful.
Did Jamie Collins have a good game?
He did.
Is that? Are we going? We're going to the Jamie Collins card again.
He had a good game. He really did. That's 2 games in a row that he did.
Great.
All right.
No, it's a good game for him, which means he's finally doing his job because he's been completely worthless for the first 4 games of the season.
I wouldn't say worthless, but
Okay.
Poor Jamie.
Yeah. Play a whole game of football and have 1 assisted tackle.
for his contract, it's totally worthless.
That's about what we usually get out of it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I gotta buy Jimmy a freaking Jamie Collins senior jersey. He seems to love that guy for some reason.
Just put that bag back over your head.
Man.
And
That guy's 65 years old, and he's usually loafing it on the field.
right.
That's a good game, and all of a sudden we got to build him a statue.
Well done. Fine. Fair enough.
Alan,
It's
Big
Fancast.
Al is here watching.
Really? Is he?
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching.
Oh,
We miss you.
We miss you, Big Al.
And for those of you guys watching, if we're missing any positives or negatives, this is a fan cast. So type them in and I'll read them out. Do you guys know who did?
There'll be more negatives flying.
Did you guys memorize the Pro Football Focus Cleveland Browns or PFF_Browns? Highest graded Browns on offense and defense?
I want to see him.
No,
I bet you have the answers, right?
can you show that? To
I
us,
do have
Scott?
them. I do have
It's,
them.
it's almost time for everyone to do a
I
show.
don't
so we
know.
might as well
I have
show
no
it to
clue.
us.
But I will take a guess.
There's that damn blue line again.
Is it there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Wait for it. Loading.
Hey.
Hey, there it is. It's shot
Oh, man, I
time.
was going to take my guesses.
Look at that. Look at those offensive linemen in there.
John, shouldn't you have let us take our guesses first and then show?
Whoa,
Listen,
dude, I am
there's
shocked. I am shocked to not see Agba on that defense.
Landry, number one, no surprise.
he had a good game. He must have.
Number one, no surprise there.
Landry definitely watched the Fancast last week, and
I'll tell
it
you
motivated him.
Ward is always in the top 3 or 4 on these things, so not surprised there either.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Agba's not there either.
How is Emmanuel Agba not in the top 5? That's unbelievable.
Because he's not that good.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if we're going week
You
by
just
week,
said Jamie
right?
Collins has a good game and not Emmanuel Agba. But
No.
Jamie Collins was phenomenal.
Your question was, why is Agma not there? And I said, because he's all right.
Whoa! Shots
What?
fired.
Okay, so oh my God, here we go. But there's Agba's stats this past week were better than Collins. So how come he's not on the list?
Well, his position rating was not as good as according to PFF.
There we go. Good one.
Well,
This
there you
is
have it,
Good
folks.
political answer.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to see shit fly out of Jim's mouth. And I finally got it.
We got to get that bag back on his head.
It's unbelievable.
It's going for the Aldi's bag.
Now, sometimes not mathematically eliminated, you don't come in because you're too mad.
What?
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Is that true? Not mathematically? Are you usually just too upset that you can't join the show?
No, that's actually never happened. That's what I told you last week.
Although, okay, I'll say one thing in Glenn's defense. Now looking at PFF's bullshit ratings, if Phil Hubbard is rated number 4, then the whole thing is bunk. So
There
I
you
guess
go.
I'm wrong on Agba. So
No.
it's completely wrong. That's bullshit. Phil Hubbard should not be rated at all on this
Is his
list.
name Phil?
Phil, what's his name? Phil Hubbard? Chris Hubbard.
I thought it was Chris.
Who the hell Phil Hubbard is?
What am I thinking
I
of?
was,
Who's
Dallas
that?
guy?
Who's that
I
guy
didn't-
that used to be on our
Chris
team named
Hubbard.
Phil?
Chris Hubbard.
I didn't want to be the one who corrected him just in case I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I looked like an
Terrible.
idiot.
I didn't know.
Phil Hubbard.
Well,
Phil.
yeah. If Phil
Right.
Hubbard's even on the list, there's a problem.
Well, we continuously get cuts from week to week
Well,
that
Chris
we can
Hubbard
use in
would be
promotion.
very bad.
Oh my
What's
God!
next, Johnny?
You know what? Not. Oh yeah, that's right. What the hell are we doing here?
I don't know anymore.
We got some sweet talking points, guys. I'm gonna run through them, and then we can just go through, whichever ones tickle your fancy. Thoughts on the helmet hit? Browns tied for the most penalties in the league through 7 games. Pharaoh Brown has been elevated to the active roster. Who would you trade or trade for? Browns and Broncos are now in prime time. And if anyone has any thoughts on the Pittsburgh versus Cleveland game as far as a preview before we get to predictions.
You spelled Pharaoh Brown wrong.
Shit!
I mean, you did.
I got you. How do you spell it?
wrong.
How do you spell it? Can you look over my slides and spell check it and make sure everything's set beforehand?
I'm trying
you
to
that
look
busy?
at it,
Are
but
you
all I
busy?
see is a blue line.
It's Pharaoh.
Pharaoh? Farao?
I don't know how you say it. But you know what we needed was another shitty tight end. So this should be great.
Supposedly one of the other ones is our fullback. That was what was explained to us when asked why 5 tight ends. So we
Who's he calling a
have
fullback? Fell? Is he calling Fells a fullback?
no, it's the other one. He's calling
No.
Fells, Seth the Valve, and Joku as like and Pharaoh as tight ends, and then that other guy is.
I thought it was Phil DeValve.
What's up, Ray? What's up, David? Thanks for tuning into the Fancast, everyone.
Hey, he is from Lyndhurst, so that should put 6 more people in the stands.
Brush High School, baby.
Terrific.
Liz wants to know what team has the most apologies from the refs after a game.
St. Louis.
The
Browns.
St. Louis.
Browns.
Oh, who invited Kurt over to Jimmy's house?
Oh man, Kurt is
God.
great. Kurt is like the guy on the couch.
He
I
is.
am.
He just
Literally is.
Kurt's like that guy in Office Space, just screaming through the wall.
Okay, Jim Norton.
Hey,
Thank
no.
God.
You're muted. You're muted.
No, Jim Norton's good. He's a good comic.
He's all right.
Hey, Peter,
Fair
man,
out.
turn on Channel 9 that breast exam.
That's exactly what it is. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody either, man.
Like that.
oh man.
Secret safe with me.
All right. Which of these what the hell are we doing here ones?
I'm partial
You
to the
guys
first
like-
8 episode, but it's good.
What are your guys' thoughts on the helmet? No call.
Oh, it was terrible.
What should they do?
Garbage.
Not only was picking up the flag terrible, but the official, the head referee said he's a runner. He's allowed to get hit in the head.
Exactly.
Well, you know what was really
That's one thing.
you want to know what's really bad is I was sitting there watching that game from row Y, and I saw him pick up 2 flags on that play. So that means 2 guys saw it, 2 guys threw a flag, and they both picked him up.
And that was Sean Hockley, everybody.
Right. No, the guy's explanation was the worst part of it. It was terrible.
That was Ed's son.
You were allowed
He's a
to hit the
dickhead.
guy in the helmet because he's what? What? Doesn't make any sense.
I have no idea what league that guy was officiating that day.
Oh, because you had to put a couch.
What, Kurt?
No.
You got to stop giving Kurt milk.
Don't let him drink from your coffee cup.
Don't let him-
Why do I drink
Exactly.
from yours when I can drink?
Told you.
Oh boy. Oh,
Kurt's drinking out of Jimmy's pumpkin again.
oh boy. Who would you trade
Told you.
or trade for?
Yeah.
Should we get rid of anyone? Anyone give us anything in return if we get rid of them by the trade deadline coming up next week? And if not, who should we get?
We should definitely trade for someone.
I would
No.
I would
Who?
like to have seen him make some kind of a play for Cooper.
All right, I know what
Yeah,
Glenn's going to say.
That ship
I
has sailed.
appreciate that.
Oh,
So
it's definitely sailed now.
I think Glenn's already in lose as many games as you can mode. Go for the pick mode.
Nope.
Okay, Glenn, if you're not in that mode, then why wouldn't you want to trade for someone like a cornerback or a linebacker? Definitely got a secondary and linebacker. You got to trade for, man. You have to. You have
Dude,
to.
we're
Yeah,
we're
why-
not we're not there yet. That just because you're not there yet, you don't need to go out and trade for veterans at big contracts.
Well, you have enough
Doesn't-
picks.
Doesn't mean that you're in, lose every game mode to go for the number 1 draft pick. That's not the case, dude. It's not Super Bowl or first pick every year. It's not.
Agreed.
You cannot
No, I
you
think when
cannot
Jimmy-
go out and make a trade.
I think Jimmy's trying to
for-
say you trade for a quality player, not just some 1-year rental. You try to get somebody for moving forward.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean,
Thank
why
you.
not?
Thank
What's
you.
it
Thank
going to
you.
hurt to try to at least test the
Thank you.
waters? They do nothing.
Thank you. Because the thing is, and I'll take 2 seconds and I'll give Glenn like 60 seconds or whatever.
Okay.
The thing is, if you're not in tank mode, if you're still actually in win mode, like they claim to be, then make a fucking move and get me a fucking wide receiver or a linebacker or a secondary guy and make this team better. Do it.
Who do you want and what do you want to give up for him?
I'm not the GM. I don't know who's out there. I'm not an expert. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you're not in tank mode, then fucking make a move to win games. That's all. Improve the roster. I'm an armchair GM, and I can say whatever the fuck I want, and I did.
You're right because I
mean, fine. And Glenn can laugh and shake his head all he wants, but listen, you're either in tank mode or you're in win mode. There's no in between in the NFL. Like, you either suck or you're going for a playoff spot, right?
there has to be
We
somebody
all
out
agree on
there.
that at least.
There has to be a wide receiver out there that's better
Okay,
than
so
freaking Ratley.
fine.
But
Perry.
is there a wide receiver that
Lose
is
the rest of the
on
game.
Is there a wide receiver on the trading block? I think that's the question. Is
I don't.
Well, we already lost out on one.
there-
I
there-
don't right. Is
There's-
Devontae Parker? Is he any good?
Dude, he might. I'm actually interested that you said that because Kenny Stills is out this week for Miami, and their best receiver so far this year, Albert Wilson, is actually on the IR now. So
He's
you
not
can go
even
from
available.
seeing a guy like Devontae Parker who was complaining and his agent is calling out the coaching staff and the front office saying that they don't know what they're doing with him, and now he's got a chance to play because it's him and Danny Amendola now in Miami, and if he has a big game, then he's going to be a hot name
Right.
out there.
Right, and they're not going to get.
He was on the block already, so
And they're not going to
if
get
it's a
rid
guy,
of him.
if it's a guy like that where you're talking about, hawking a 4th or 5th round pick, Jim, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not going to go get the Amari Coopers of the world.
Oh, no.
What about Patrick Peterson?
Yeah. No.
I'm not willing to trade anybody that's going to cost me a 1st or 2nd round pick. I'm just not. We're not there yet.
No. I agree with that. Okay, we're on the same page.
See, we can find common ground here on the.
No.
It's better with you,
And
Fancast.
just, you have assets, and why not get, like a Parker, like somebody like that, just to help Baker a little bit, No.
I think he will. I think he will.
Aaron Jones is a jackass. I would never trade a 1st round pick for freaking Amari Cooper. That's ridiculous.
No, and what rumors came out that they did offer a 2nd?
That's
Someone else offered a 2nd.
No.
All right. Browns and Broncos in prime time.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Woo!
I like it. Yeah.
Do they still have time? Do they still have time to change their mind?
I was like, that's the game you're gonna flex.
That's
Hopefully
it.
not.
Browns versus
They
Broncos.
flexed
You
That
never
Broncos-
know exactly
The
what's
Broncos
going on.
backup quarterback just got arrested for trespassing into his
You,
girlfriend's house,
Good.
and the Browns are 2-4-1. We're gonna go ahead and put them in prime time. Nothing's wrong with that scenario.
there's gonna be a lot of orange on the TV that night.
Tom wants us to go get a star,
Wow.
someone that can make a difference. Think we have someone waiting.
But you can't-
Denzel Ward, Baker
Who?
Mayfield. Tom, he said to go get a star.
Oh.
Someone that'll make a difference. They're available. I think
Yeah,
I
but
think
you know
Dorsey
what?
will.
When you say a star, like who are you? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it would have to be a blockbuster.
Stars aren't available, so what do you want to get? In the next 6 days. You have 6 days to make a trade happen. You're not getting a star.
All right, guys.
You're not.
No, not unless you're willing to overpay.
Before we get into our predictions, what are we going to look forward to this Sunday? Where's Pittsburgh? They're a little bit different than where we thought they were going to be. They're won a couple games in a row, I think.
Oh, they're ready for us. They're fucking ready. They're coming up a bye week. They are ready to kill our.
What's his nuts isn't back yet?
Who?
Le'Veon Bell.
Who cares? James Conner is doing a great job.
You talking about Phil Bell?
Huh?
Phil Bell.
He's gonna yell at you again.
Don't get mad, Jimmy. He's debating whether he wants to come through the screen.
He didn't hear him.
Did I say James Conner? Right?
Yeah, you did. You got the name right. But every player that you say, he's gonna say, don't you mean Phil?
Oh, okay.
Get it? All
Yes.
right.
That's really original, by the way. Really original.
Pittsburgh at home in the middle of the season after they just took over the
I deserve
the
it.
division.
It's brutal. It's brutal. It's a short show today, guys. There really isn't much to talk about.
Really? We're not going to talk about the Steelers at all?
I watched
What
the
do you got?
first
What do we
game.
got?
I have this sheet
They-
that I made.
Oh,
They
man.
beat the.
Jimmy's got a note from
I
his mom.
have this sheet. It
Is that
got
his-
me out
on
of.
that?
It got me out of gym class.
That was his Excel spreadsheet. He made it by hand.
You got some hot takes down there?
Oh man!
You write it in cursive? Are you gonna say anything?
What does it
Never
say?
mind.
Now we're all waiting.
Never
Is it your
mind.
grocery
What?
list or what?
You're gonna take your ball and go home? You did all that homework?
Yep, for once, I actually made a little cheat sheet for the show.
Oh my god!
You guys don't get to hear any of my good thoughts that I had in this game.
I've
How
been,
about
I've been doing stats the whole time on
How
my
about
phone.
you give us one doozy,
Devontae Parker's out there. On
please?
the
Just give us
block.
one bullet point.
It was a joke, John.
Oh, what is it? Is it your internet password?
Actually, my Wi-Fi password is on this sheet, and other stuff that you need to know.
Oh, man.
Jim,
Wow.
tell us what is written on that sheet, please.
It actually is my Wi-Fi password, but there is some Browns notes on
Go
it.
ahead. Don't
Come
be
on.
shy. Don't be shy.
And while you're thinking about which one to read, Tom says, F the draft. We haven't done dick in the draft for 20 years. Trade our picks. What do you think about that? That's a strategy.
Well,
Well, I mean,
I'll tell you what.
it's
And
a
one
legit
thing we
point
didn't
'cause he's
discuss
right.
And
was
hi, Bill.
how prudent is it to fire a coach in the middle of the season? Like, what does that actually do in the NFL? I don't think it does shit.
You know what?
So,
That's a question
make
that
it
we should have
suck.
asked.
I think you're stuck with you, and I think even if you fire him, you're not going to see results that are much better. So
See, I think Nick is right. I think he's either gone if they lose this game. If not, then he'll be gone at the bye. If they lose three in a
You're
row.
already talking about it, then isn't he basically already gone? Then I mean,
We've been talking about it for 2 years.
right? I hate the guy. I wanted him gone after last year. I'm just saying, as far as these comments go that we've been seeing
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
on
It doesn't
Twitter
look good.
or Facebook or wherever you see the comments saying, I think that the tide is definitely shifting against Hugh.
It really is, and you can just look at that Baker quote, and that'll tell you that the tide is shifting against you. If your rookie quarterback comes out, sounds coherent, and says, "Well, a lot of things are said after the game. I really don't think we need to reinvent the wheel. We just need to execute better."
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Hugh did say today that he's getting a feel for things with the way the offense works.
Who, Hugh is?
Yeah, he said he's starting to get a feel for things with the way the offense. He's
That's
starting. Do you hear what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
He said this today in the interview. I'm
Just
starting
now
to get a feel for things. This many weeks into the season, it's starting to click. The wheels are starting to turn up there because we're going to watch the film and we're going to get better. And
The
this is
hamster's running, baby.
Same man that brought you the likes of Brashard Perryman.
No, wait,
says little nuggets like that.
And just eliminated. Are you a fan of Hugh? I mean, you're not a fan of necessarily getting rid of him mid-season, but are you a fan of Hugh as a coach?
Who are you talking to?
Just eliminated.
No, I'm not. But Albert Breer made a good point today, and he said all that Dorsey and Haslam care about right now is developing Baker. And the decision will be based around whether they think Baker would benefit from a head coaching change. And the likelihood is that it would not.
Oh,
So,
yeah, it makes total sense.
I don't anticipate him leaving mid-season, but I mean, if they don't win 6 or 7 games, there's just no way that he can keep his job. There's no way.
One reason why I gave Hugh Pologist today is because I'm putting the show together and I'm listening to him, finding quotes and things like that. That dude is beaten down, man. That dude is done.
He is.
He is done in his mind. He's done.
I'm glad you said that because,
and he's losing the fan base.
As we all know, we get into our little feuds on Twitter or Facebook, or we do not, but I do. I certainly do. And
you're the king.
Yes, of course. The sentiment seems to be that, Hugh has definitely lost some confidence in himself. He has. He really has. He's lost some mojo. What he probably did last year, but
Fuck him.
Come on.
Fuck him. He should be fired.
Damn.
He should have been fired
Shots
weeks
fired.
ago. He should be fired.
Shots fired here on the Fancast.
Wait, what? Is Brian gonna?
I think Glenn just fell over. He dropped his phone, man.
I can't even sit here with the Hugh this and Hugh that. Fuck him. He should be fired.
This
Should
is
have been
to
fired.
Hold
There's
on,
no reason
hold
he
on.
should
Wait
be
a
out there
second.
on Sunday.
I'm not.
And I can almost guarantee you he's fired right after the bye week or gets fired that week. Monday of the bye week he's fired because nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change.
You can't fire a coach in the middle of the season, so that's stupid.
Every single week they're losing more and more of the fan base.
You can if you have two strong coordinators.
At
that point, is it going to matter, John?
In the NFL, it's pretty dumb.
When this thing is going down in flames, is it going to matter who's freaking riding it all the way to the ground?
Hey, this is for the fans watching our Fancast. It is fun to watch the Fancast, but it is more fun to come in and argue on the Fancast. So if you want to, go to zoom.us and hit 101-100-987 and come on in. And if not, we're going to be doing predictions here in a minute. So I want you guys to get your predictions ready. And what's up, Jim? Thanks for tuning in, man. Not you, Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Jim.
Hey, thanks, Brian. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for tuning in.
How about another page break, John? I think people need a shot.
I don't have any other ones, but yeah, we could. We could just go right into the predictions.
You'll make Glenn happy if you
that
do
time. Your page break matches Glenn's shirt.
Let's check these out.
By the way,
oh, come on.
There's about 1,000 people that now own this hat.
Oh, bullshit.
There's 1,000. You want to know why?
Was someone selling them or giving them away?
No, because at the Browns tailgate party we went to in Tampa Bay, they were throwing them out to the crowds.
Oh.
Boxes and boxes of them, just throwing them out to the crowd. So you know what that tells me? There's a lot of people that didn't get a season ticket holder hat because they didn't buy season tickets and they had a lot of hats left over.
It's funny you said that too, because remember they gave out those trucker hats that one game. I forget if it was the Jets game or what game it was. And there were dudes walking around with whole sleeves of hats, not willing to give them to people.
That's it. People were selling them on buy, sell, trade for $20.
They stole them out of the box. They're walking around with sleeves, and they're not giving them to anyone.
Bunch of losers.
What? No blue line?
Unbelievable. No blue line on this one. I don't know if there's another blue line for the rest of the slides.
We're to hear first.
People are not going to want to watch this if they're sober.
Get your predictions in there, guys. Browns versus Steelers. We'll get them into our table. So let's look at these. Let's look at these. Break. Oh, there it is.
There it is. It's time
Got
for
it.
A shot.
Got it. There we go.
It's got to be John, right? Or no? Yeah.
Johnny was damn close on his prediction.
Yeah, Johnny.
We were. I was. And that's why I gave myself the victory.
Great. You finally, after 2.5 years, got a point.
This is my first point ever in You Heard It Here First.
You've never been
You were going to say remotely close, and then your camera cut out. So, nah. All right, everyone. This is everyone's favorite part of the show. You heard it here first. Jimmy's back. Not mathematically eliminated, just eliminated. Is ready.
What? No, I'm not eliminated.
Oh, God.
I've been first every week. I'm last.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm feeling my vibe from winning. So I'm going to go ahead. And I already put my prediction on Facebook in the Cleveland Browns Die Hard Fan Club group. And I said...
What the hell was that?
I said 16... He'll be back. 16 Browns to 27 Steelers in a game that appears to be close but isn't.
It's a very cryptic message or score or prediction, I would say.
You heard it here first, Jimmy K.
Cryptic with no explanation.
Are you ready to give yours?
No, I would go Glenn next.
Dude,
For those of you guys watching, put your prediction in before you leave.
Why not, Glenn? Come on.
go ahead, Jimmy K.
All right, Glenn. Glenn is volleying the ball back to me, so I will.
You predict after me every week and pick the
Make
same
my
score
prediction.
minus a point.
He thinks he's on The Price is Right.
Right, he does. He does. I think Glenn thinks he's on The Price is Right, but I wish I was. That's all I can say.
How do you turn that on to me?
Mountain Climber. I wish I was on Mountain Climber. You know, with the guy goes up.
I know how.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. All right. I will go Pittsburgh.
Whoa.
20. No, probably. Let's go Pittsburgh 28. Browns 27.
I came back in for that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Let's hit.
I can't believe you cut me off, John.
We got Ray's in here. Ray says it is 38 Pittsburgh to 13 Browns.
Anyone? That's the final score of the game. You think we're going to go out and trade for a wide receiver?
Well, I think Hugh is definitely taking an Uber home if that's the score, guys.
Told you. I'll drive his ass wherever he wants to go.
You know what?
Get your predictions in there, fans.
No, that's a good. You brought up something that I want to talk about after this.
After we stop the stream, or after we do
our
predictions?
We should talk about one thing. One thing.
All right, we got one thing coming up after this.
One more. We're gonna have a new segment of the show called "One More Thing."
Hope we get. Didn't someone already have that? Hope we get better.
Theirs is just one more thing. I don't give a shit. It's not like it's trademarked. Jimmy K left. He said, "Wow."
Well, with the way he's being treated, do you blame him?
I can still hear you, assholes.
The bag wasn't enough. He had to go off screen.
Is that Phil Klingenberg?
Which one of you two is going to give your prediction?
Oh man, I just don't even want to. I'm so. All right, give me the Steelers for 34.
I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, I thought I had it.
Steelers 34, Browns
35.
Oh fuck yeah, right. 16.
Woo! Brutal.
It is.
The Steelers are going to be in mid-season form.
No, they've just eliminated. They played lights out the last couple of weeks going into their bye. They're going to be healthier, and they're probably pretty pissed about week 1. So it's going to be interesting. Plus, our secondary still not all that great, and our linebackers kind of blow.
No show.
31
for Cleveland.
No.
Double our point score average.
20.
Just 20?
0.
20
oh,
0.
20, okay. I'm like waiting for the other digit.
I'm going to have a hard time picking them for the rest of the season as long as we keep freaking Ratley and Perriman on the field.
Liz, you are in. You have Schittsburg. 30. Browns 27. I'm assuming that's a heartbreaker. Another fifth quarter.
Maybe it'll be another overtime.
Another fifth quarter heartbreaker.
That'll be an overtime loss where Dwayne Rudd will throw his helmet across the field.
Oh gosh. All right. So guys, that's you heard it here first. We have one more thing we need to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead into all camera mode. I'm gonna stop sharing
Jimmy,
the screen.
you got us all.
You guys might want to stay. Yeah, I wouldn't leave right now. We have one more thing we got to talk about.
I
Jim,
can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, I would say one more thing. If the Browns lose badly this week, do the Haslams actually consider firing Hugh?
How much worse does it have to be for them to consider it?
What do you mean consider it?
you mean if they get blown out, or is he gonna? Is he gone? Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say the Browns lose 35-10. Do you fire Hugh?
I would. But then again, I would have fired him already. So
they kept him.
When D and Jimmy are sitting around their 24-karat gold freaking dinner table, this conversation has to come up. Every week it has to come up.
This conversation has already been had.
I told you they're handing these hats out for free now. They're season ticket member hats there because people didn't buy the tickets anymore. How much longer is this going to go on?
They brought in a GM. They made him bring in an OC.
By the way, just spitting tobacco now, just not drinking. So
we were all wondering.
Yeah, it's tobacco. You want to see the.
So then we're gonna have the likes of.
Dude, you got a whole horseshoe in there. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Some Copenhagen?
You're gonna see the likes of Greg Williams as our interim head coach.
But Tom wants to know the name of the show after Hugh gets fired.
Oh, it's got to be.
It's better without Hugh.
It's got to be.
It wasn't better.
Christ is the savior.
I might just change it to "It's Better with You," a Browns Fancast.
Oh, God,
or
show titles suck.
Or I will take
you are the corniest man alive.
Yeah. Or I might take some fan suggestions.
Thank you. We'll have a contest.
We'll put it up for a poll.
No, actually, it's a legitimate question. Like, if we get blown out, would you consider the coaching change right now? Do it,
dude. The coaching change has been considered and talked about.
Yeah,
for a long time.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever they want to do, man. They're either going to run.
Are you asking us for a prediction whether it will happen?
Yes.
I think you already answered your own question. You said, will they consider firing him if he gets blown out? They've been considering firing him for 2 years.
When's our bye? Week 10? Week 11?
11.
Our bye is week 11, so we could potentially be 2-6-1. Who's gonna? How much longer are people?
He's gone.
He's gonna be gone by then.
He's gone by then. If they don't win at least one game, probably versus Atlanta, which is now looking sadder and farther away, they're going to be 2-6-1, and he's probably gone.
Then you know what? If they get embarrassed Sunday, which according to the predictions, I don't think anybody really had it as a close game. I mean, probably those points that you're going to make it that close, or half of them are probably in garbage time. At the end of the game, we might score one touchdown to make it 35-20. He's gone. I'll go over there and help him pack his shit.
I need the off season so I can have a little bit of time to get a new lower third made up with the new show name. So he's going to have to. We're going to have to stick with him.
We get to stick with him all the way through this.
Yes, guys. Yes, guys. This is a.
We're
on a very tight ship here at the Fancast. On that note, everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to let the audio keep playing while you guys listen to Craig, Cleveland's Irish punk band, and their song Cleveland. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week at 7:30 on Wednesday. We don't want to see that score again.